So this is Diesel Pool with the People News. Alright. Now, this one's a little bit outside of my box in my area of expertise, right? Okay, so I got a hardwood floors here. Now, I don't know how this is going to show up on the video, but all the white there is technically yellow. It's got the wood color, alright? And you see how there's so many different colors to it, right? We go with this right here. You know, different colorations right here. It's kind of like the stains in the wood, but it's actually dark brown. This is what you call on this floor, from what I'm understanding, is a pecan hardwood floor. Okay, so on this video that through my camera, it kind of looks whiter than it is. But all you see these discolorations is more along the lines as, let's walk over here. Now, this video is more along the lines of having problems with getting the glue. Now, over here, I got a sander and all that kind of stuff. But when I use that to sand it down, because I thought it would be easier, and it may be, but in this case, as thick as everything is, if you look over here, this is glue on top of glue, on top of glue, on top of some more glue. Alright? And technically, this is about as close as I'm going to get to the original color of the varnish or the stain, and but you can kind of see the difference from that one to that right there. Alright, and so this house had a bunch of tiles on top of tiles over a period of time, probably had carpet at one time, and this is where we got all the glue and all the stain and all that, and went down to the bare minimum. The reason why I'm making this video, y'all, more of anything else, this is a poor boy's way, alright? Because I used a sander, that right there, even though I had that little bag on there. I live in the house, okay? And it calls this, right? And I still live in the house. So that dust particle got all over my house still. And I got a 3-year-old grandbaby that lives with me. Well, I can't have that floating around my house. Okay? So, what I'm doing is gritting my teeth part. Right? So what I'd come up and found out about is this. So, when I do this, I just spray it on there, get a good coat, right? And I'm just going to do a little bit. Okay? Now, when I spray it, if it was nice and coated, that's what the floor would look like once I get it restained and all that kind of stuff. See, big difference there? Now, the issue we have is because of the glue and all that crap falling through my house. I did this off thing mainly for 2 parts. I'm using a 40 grit sandpaper with all this, okay? But off is eating this up, breaking it loose, and it may take a couple times because my floor is so thick and nasty with all this kind of stuff. Most houses wouldn't be this much glue, okay? But because of that, right, I get this, I put it in here and wetting it down. Now what that does, in theory, which it actually worked because I did it over there, is it keeps the dust off. So I'm using elbow grease, and I thought about using the sander with this, but you'll get all that gunk inside that sander because it'll go into that bag and then it'll clog it up. Okay, so I'll probably use that sander at the very last when it gets like that, and just kind of do fine tune it, right? So when you do that, what's it doing? And I may be jumping the gun because of the video. I don't know if I let it sit long enough, but you got to kind of wet it down a little bit. And you get that water in there. Let's see how that's... And when I do that, well, that oil is kind of breaking that up. And it's keeping that cleaned up. Okay, so there's the before, and we're doing the after. So, and because it's so thick on here, it don't bother me one bit to, but you can kind of see how that's getting everything picked up, right? Now this is extremely bad, so obviously for me, and I think and I did this really quickly. The longer you set this on here, the easier it is this water to, see how it just comes off there. Mainly because that off spray is also designed to, be washed off your body, right? So I'll do a little dab there, right? But you can tell how thick that was. And oh. Nasty. So it's picking it up. No dust particles. And I would suggest, I haven't got one yet, but I would do a hand tool to put it on. And now I'm very lightly rubbing it, so I don't wear myself out. Kind of going through here and scraping it off. And I don't have any fancy equipment, by the way, y'all. Okay? See? Each and every time that's happening, that's a plus sign, because you are taking layers of that glue off. See? I'm just kind of gumming in here, rinsing it off, because that glue or that off spray is designed to kind of wash off, right, off your body. So just kind of, let me get this camera to be cleaned off very easily with water. And again, with most of y'all out there that don't have all this junk as much as I do, this would be quite a bit easier for y'all. The other part is, I got a grandbaby sleeping in the other room right now, and I don't have that machine running. So meanwhile, he's taking a nap, and I'm still doing this. Now, at first, it's not going to look like a big old improvement. But, I mean, I'm telling you guys, this floor is full of glue. Just rinsing it. If you guys want to take a chance with your tools and do it, then that's fine. But I would try to keep something solid where it won't get up in them vents. Okay? And, going to wet it down a little bit more. Sorry about that. Again, I don't have any special tools to do something. Okay. So, while I scrub this a little bit more, what I'm going to do is use this over here again. See the separation there? While I'm sanding over there, I got little grooves in there, right? And you got to sand it all the way down to them grooves to get it out of the crevices of the wood. So when we talk about working at it, I'm working at it. All right, again, each and every time, right? And because the glue is not getting hot, and my sandpaper is not getting hot, this thing is gonna last about 5 times longer. Weird, I know. All right, so I got an old greasy towel right here, okay? So it's damp, so I come through here, and there's where we are now. There's where we are now. And again, look how bad that was, right? That was years of stuff being piled up there over and over and over. Okay? Now, am I saying just to jump into this? No, this is more along the lines of video for people maybe doing sections. And because I'm in a house and I got things going on every so often, I can't just do it all on one whack, right? And I don't technically have the money to get the big sander, but even if I did, with that much crap, I would go through buttloads of sandpaper, and they may have a machine, but with all that, it would be even a while with that. I'm pretty sure you've seen other videos. So I got the other side there wet again. All right, and you guys, I don't have special things to do. You know, pick and choose and kind of shorten time down, right? So I put that on there, so I let it soak, and then I put another coat on there just to kind of give it a little bit more spirited, right? Let me get over here and get this rag, because I know I might need it. Now when it gets down a little hill deeper, now we're talking about inside the crevices. Alright, but these grains sometimes get up inside there. You gotta work it around. Remember, get you a handle on here, and it's gonna be a lot easier. I'm doing this by hand, right? Getting stuff off of it, right? A couple of good rinses. Oops, sorry. And we're back over here. Now, it's not no big deal drying from what I'm understanding, because by the time I get water on there, what do? Get a little wet again. And once again, they say go against the grain and this, that, here, and there, but I'm going all the way to the bottom. And I can always do the fine sanding when everything's pulled off, right? My main deal is get into every little crevice that I can and get that sand inside them little pivots. So I don't want to stay in one spot. I want to do this. I want to do this. And get over here, you know, and get in there deep. Now I may go down into the bare woods like so, but I plan on re-sanding anyway, so it don't really matter anyway, right? Again, I can't put a whole lot of effort in there because I don't want to wear myself out. That right there. All right. Meanwhile, My grandbaby's still in there sleeping, y'all. Meanwhile, I'm getting some things accomplished. And meanwhile, I'm not creating dust pockets through my house. Right? And since I'm doing sections at a time, I'm using very little of this, right? Now, damp rag again. Let's take a look. See? Now, if you can while it's wet, you can see things a little bit better, so you can nitpick it, right? So I see that right there. Okay? So I know that I need to get in there and watch the grain there, right? The glue. So how's it facing? Right? Get in there nice and deep. Sorry. Okay. Smoothing it out a little bit. And do a quick wipe. Voila. And again, see that little pivot right there? Dirty. Found it. Fine tune it. Uh-oh. There we go. Water. Anyway, I hope you guys like this video. There's that part, and this is where we started off a little bit ago. Alright. And there's a section there that I did the same way. But I gotta go through it a couple of times because, once again, you guys gotta keep this reminded. You've seen other videos and all that, but the other videos don't have half the glue that this house did. I mean, from there to that one deal to there. Alright. And it's not getting dust all over my house. That machine's not running. And grandbaby's still sleeping while I'm doing some work, keeping the dust down, and this off. Because it kind of helps break it loose, but because it's breaking it loose on the glue, and this is my opinion, alright, since it's designed to wash off your body, it's breaking that glue up, turning it into a liquid form, and it's easily rinsed. And you still got this pad. So, that's just a suggestion, okay? It is what it is, right? In this case, it's benefiting me because I am living in the home. But there may be different alternatives out there if you are not living in the home. See, even that right there is being sandpapered pretty smoothly. Okay, and another thing that I used was Awesome. So they're doing a pretty good job on that too with Awesome. Doing almost the exact same thing. So if I run out of this, then and again, I can't put a whole lot of pressure on here because mainly I'll run out of gas and my muscles will be killing me, right? And I didn't leave it on there very long, and you guys know that. But it's improved. Right now I can technically paint over there, but being a glue base, it would never stick anyway. So anyway, I hope you guys really liked the video. My other deals is more about law, and everything consists of one thing. I never look straight forward. I always look around me. That way I can be able to protect myself by any means necessary. And since this is in this bad shape, I had to find an alternative. And with awesome and with off, it benefited me in this case. So this is Diesel for We the People News. Like I said, I would probably get, and I haven't went to town yet, something for your hand to be able for this to stick onto and make it a little easier for you. I haven't went to the town to get one, and I'm not going out of my way. If I go to town later on today or whatever, or tomorrow, then I may stop by and get one, because it would benefit me. But there we go. And just to give you a little idea of what it looked like here, I'll put it a little off here. Once I get it fine-tuned and cleaned and restained and all that, that's technically what the wood's going to look like. Okay? So, again, this is what it looked like. And this is a couple minutes what I did. And the after effects here when it's all trimmed down. And when it gets stained, all that's going to look like that. Pretty much. Alrighty, so this is Diesel for We the People News. Check out some of my other videos, because I more along the line talk about law and how it benefits us and how it takes the benefits away. And it goes a little bit more in depth, but I jump around from different sections of it, because when you talk about law, when they say civil law, but there's several different components to get you in to that law, and all of it's not good. All right. Again, this is Diesel for We the People News. Till next time, y'all.